welcome. It's the Guru Mama, Mary June Tracy. On Sundays, I go live, and it's at 1 p.m. on YouTube. And it is a place where you can come and sit and we reset ourselves for the week ahead. I talk a little bit about the astrology, and I also do a tarot pull for the week ahead. So we just had one. You can go back, you can go watch it on my YouTube station, Mary June Tracy. Now, right now, with the energies and with Pluto slowing down, you can start feeling a lot of anxiousness, a lot of overwhelmness, feeling that things are just getting a little bit out of hand. And this is exactly a time for you to trust, listen, and not overdo things. If you are getting overwhelmed, if you are getting a little bit, it's getting too much to handle, what I would suggest is going for a walk, writing it out, shaking it all out, and running your hands under water, washing your hands when you can run them under cold water, and that helps to reset as well. So this is, a time of a lot of things are changing, and it's also changing money-wise. So that could also add a lot of angst to your energy as well and your stability. And that's where I come in. Being an astrologer and intuitive guidance, doing spiritual work and soul work for over 30 years, I help people to reset. I help people to rebalance and come out of the crazy chaos and back to the center. And in my summer container, which is coming up for June, July, and August, we are going to do a whole reset. And the reset is going to be us scrapbooking. I know it sounds kind of like, oh, Mom, I sound like a grandma. No, it is about looking at your regular day life and knowing how special it is and doing that reset where it's not always the highlight reels. Like I love it when you get pictures from vacations and people are all smiling, everything's great and, hunky-dory. But everyday life, like things like gardening, you're going out to do your gardening, taking a picture of your garden before and after, taking a picture of your laundry, taking a picture like, oh my God, I got to do the dishes, whatever it is. It's taking those little moments in your day that you might think are mundane and boring, but we're going to add them into a scrapbook because those little pieces are pieces of you and they're important. And I feel like they're important for us to recognize, celebrate, and not overlook. Because many times we overlook what we do and we overlook a lot of who we are. And this is where we want to take this time to make it sustainable. Make it something that's real. And I feel like that's really important for us at this time because the energies are intense, right? We have Mercury right now. He is in Taurus. And he's, it's like wanting to, we got to ground and we got to get there. Venus has gone into Gemini. We have Uranus in Gemini. So there's a lot to do with our parasympathetic, I think I said that right, nervous system. And that is like a sort of like a fright and flight kind of energy. And when we have the fright and flight energy, this is when we can get everything going out and going crazy. So my job is to help you to reset yourself. That's what I do. I help to bring you back to center, and I help to gather those pieces that feel erratic and all over the place and have you really look at what's going on. I'm not here to fix you. That's not my job. I don't fix people. I'm here to sit with you while you remember who you are. That's my job. That's why I do like the summer container and bringing people together to sort of look at those pieces of their life, to know that, yeah, every part of me is important. Every part of what I do is important. And it's very important for us to remember that because many times we only look at the highlight reels and we forget all those little tiny cool pieces of ourselves. So we want to stop chasing the highs and build a spiritual discipline and devotion to self. And that's what's really sacred. This is where we look at who are you becoming, what changes, what stays, and allowing ourselves to bring in ritual to all that we do, from washing our face in the morning to going out and picking up the kids after school. All of that is important. All of that is a part of who you are. And it's important for us to look at it and even document it, because it's the everyday life that is important. Now, one of the things that I love to do is history. And one piece of history is, history is all based on highlight reels. That's what a lot of history is. But when you start really digging and you start finding out the everyday life of somebody and finding out what they did from day to day, it becomes so interesting, right? Because then you find like, oh, they weren't any different than I was. Or, oh, that's an interesting aspect. It's so, when you see those pictures of people who are just, I got the Victorian age and, women in the Victorian age going out hanging their laundry, doing this stuff with the kids, and seeing that, it's just like, I want to know more about their life. And the thing is, I bet you that woman that was getting her picture taken hanging the laundry was probably saying, get the fuck out of here, guy. Just like, stop taking my picture. And thinking that my life is not that important. And that's the whole thing, is that, yeah, your life is important. Your life means something. And that's why it's so important to look at all of those crazy little pieces, right, of your life. And when we look at all those crazy little pieces of your life, to know that, hey, they're really meaningful. This is, all of those little pieces make up who I am. And so this is where we start looking at doing the different things like the June, July container and doing the Sunday reset, right? And having those little things that we start to do in our lives, make ourselves a lot more grounded. When things start to spiral out, which happens, we can come back and we can recenter ourselves. And that's an important piece as well, because recentering ourselves is a place where we can start to think more clearly, because sometimes we can get overwhelmed, and it's important is where am I feeling it? Is it in my heart, in my stomach? And sometimes I feel, if I get I get my heart chakra really is just like, and I'm breathing shallow, right? And then I just have to remember and put my hand on my heart or on my solar plexus, or sometimes on my lower back, because that's where a couple of years ago when I had a car accident, and that part is weak in my body, so it becomes sensitive. So that's the other part too. It's like there might be parts of your body that are more sensitive because of past injuries, so it'll pick things up, right? Because it's just there's just a lot less going on there, or there's an injury that's there. So it's about recalibrating yourself and knowing what your next step is. That's where I come in. That's where I also do mentorship and have different tiers for mentorship for people. But my real big thing is coming in and doing the summer circle and coming together with the summer circle. And if you're interested, definitely get a hold of me, DM me. I'm just putting it together. That's the way I work. I know a lot of they're like, oh, you gotta have this done, you gotta have this done and this done. I do eventually get it done. It just takes me sometimes a little bit to get it all done, because I can be a little scattered at times, and I have like 20 things going at a time. So I have to really come back into a center and allow myself to ground to do that. But I'm very excited about the summer circle and doing this. And, I think it's like, I'm going to call it the Founders Summer Circle. I think that's one of the names. Right now, I just have Summer Circle. And I already started doing the workbooks for it already, that you're going to be able to download and work with and upload and put your pictures in there. So I have that. That's happening. And yeah. So let's work together. Let's do this. I'm excited, and I hope you're excited. And for this week, go over to my YouTube and look up the Sunday reset, because you'll find there is some prayer, meditation, and a reading there for you, so that you can look at what this week is bringing in for you. So there you go. Have a blessed one, everybody, and may the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all you say and all you be and all you do. Thank you for being a part of my community. God bless, and the Goddess bless. Bye-bye.